I was just wondering how cool it is to have the city like this. Less people, less population, less crowd, less chaos, less noise, less. And why not? This is the day before what is called Eid a Day, the main festival for the largest religious community in this country, the Muslim. So those of you who might not be familiar with this term, Eid Day means, let's say, Christmas in the Western context. And because of that, I would say 60% plus, maybe 70% of the population, the residents, have already left this city. I don't have any exact statistics. And I'm not very interested in data or statistics, but you can see what I'm showing you already here. These roads and streets and locality are quite frequently featured in my work, many of my films in the past, and today it looks just stunningly different. Another under construction building. Clearly the city is growing on a vertical direction, not horizontal. Everything is rising high. You might be wondering why I said just a moment ago that there's not that much chaos, noise. Well, you can see the chaos and noise, but the point I'm trying to make is that this noise and chaos, not exactly chaos, but the noise and people are nothing compared to what it is throughout the year. I can feel the city itself can breathe now. It is breathing. It is having that breathing space. Me as a resident can also breathe now, as if. That's the way I feel. কেমন আছেন?
ভালো আছি। এটা আবার কি?
এইটা ফিল্ম হচ্ছে, এটা রেকর্ড হচ্ছে।
আমাকেও কাজ করছে?
হ্যাঁ, এই ক্যামেরার সামনে যে আসবে সেই
এইদিকে ধরেন যে কেমন দেখা যায়।
এই যে খুব সুন্দর আসছে।
হ্যাঁ, সাদা।
হ্যাঁ, এটা এখন ছোট স্ক্রিন, এটা যখন আপনি বড় পর্দায় দেখবেন তখন দেখবেন যে আপনাকে দারুণ লাগছে। এবং
রোড
বাড়ি করছেন আপনি?
ঈদের পরে দিন যাবো ইনশাআল্লাহ।
ঈদের পর কোথায় জানো?
ফরিদপুর।
ও ফরিদপুর আপনি?
হ্যাঁ
আচ্ছা,
ফরিদপুর আলফাডাঙ্গা।
ফরিদপুর আলফাডাঙ্গা। তাকে আর বলার দরকার নেই, এটা কোটি কোটি জনগণ দেখবে, কিন্তু সবাই
না আবার গালি দেওয়া যাবে না, তাহলে আবার শুনে যাবে
না। কোটি কোটি জনগণ দেখবে একটা সময়, আর ইউটিউবে দিত। আপনার নামটা বলবেন?
হাবিল মোল্লা।
হ্যাঁ, কারণ আপনি খুবই বিখ্যাত এখানকার, এই যে শঙ্কর প্লাজার সামনে উনি অনেক বছর ধরে আছেন।
হ্যাঁ, হাবিল
এই
মোল্লা।
যে ওনার দোকানটা। ঠিক আছে, আমি এটা চলমান রেখেছি, মানে আমার ক্যামেরাটা চলতে থাকবে, কথাবার্তা সব যাবে,
ইনশাল্লাহ ইনশাল্লাহ। চালা।
এই আর কি। ভালো থাকেন, ভালো থাকেন।
আল্লাহ হাফেজ।
হ্যাঁ। এই কেমন আছো?
ভালো।
So that's what happens actually. That's what is supposed to happen when I'm moving around in my locality. This is my residential area. We get to see each other or see each other's faces regularly. Let me stop here for a little while. See, that's how non-chaotic the city looks. Again, that magnificent building. Something is being built up. And that's the other side of the road. From the top of the bridge, foot over bridge. And this is quite rare to find a bridge like this. No people, pedestrians crossing it over. And these buses are surely not going to be houseful. As you can see, most of the passengers, the regular commuters, users of this public transports are not in the town anymore. They're already in their village, town, or maybe on their way to move out of this chaotic place to get united, or let's say reunited with their beloved ones, family, to have the Eid, which is the biggest, largest festival occasion for them. When the fact is, quite a big majority of the population is Muslim. And tomorrow, once again, I'm mentioning, is the Eid day, or let's say Christmas. I film in these places many other times. They do never look like this. This peaceful, quiet, calm, and a whole lot of vehicles moving on the streets from all the directions in a disorderly manner. That's the regular scene, that's the regular side of place like this, but not today. And for next few days, this is how it's going to look like. If any of you are my regular viewer, then you know you know it very well. This is my regular path to take for my regular walk. Did you see how thick the wheels of the cycle were? Now the question is, what if the city would look always like this? Would always be like this? This less chaotic, less populated, less polluted, and less everything. All the negative elements. It would have been actually very good, you know. I mean, this is how this is what it was supposed to be. This is what it was it should be like. The problem is Bangladesh, the capital city Dhaka, which is where I am right now, is totally very densely centralized. This country is not decentralized like America or any country in Europe, but this city totally is centralized. In other words, all the population of this country regard this city as the center for their activities, prosperity. It might be higher education, it might be employment, it might be business, anything and everything. You just have to get out of your town, or let's say divisional city, which is smaller than this one, which is not the capital, and be here to have more prosperities, or even just have a basic job. As a result of that, the city turned out to be like this, total a disorder, a mess, M-E-S-S, a mess, but also a place for the mass, M-A-S-S. Highly centralized. And when this is the time when the government, non-government, everybody is offering the vacation, because that's the main principal festival of the year. Everybody rush back, just leave this city as soon as possible, as quick as possible, as violently as possible. Why I'm saying violently? Because if I could show you how it looks in all the stations, rail stations, bus stations, or let's say even the river vessels stations. I could have said launch stations, but let's say river vessel station. They look so insane now. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people are just violently fighting to have a spot, have a seat, or no seat, just be able to stand inside a train or launch and then cross all the way to be in union with family. So another question, who loves this city? That's kind of a sad fact that if I make a point or supposition that it seems like nobody loves this city. How about that? Nobody loves this city. People are living here not out of their love, not because they love it, but just because they have to. They don't have any other option or any better option. And how peaceful. I mean, see, if you're from the West, then that's what the parks or lake areas like this one in your city, in your town, in your country feel and look. But certainly not here in this city, in this country. So now, I mean, at this time, this is afternoon, something past 5, and this one of the most widely visited spots in the city, at least in this Dhanmondi area, which is kind of in the central part of Dhaka city, is having no guests, no visitors. So weird. This feels cool, literally cool. Cool means some cooling air. Cooling presence of this place itself. I knew I was going to view something like that. This calm, quiet state of this place, and I felt kind of tempted. I mean, already filmed yesterday. The title was, I fixed the title of that film that I shot yesterday. It's going to be published shortly before this one is going to be published. Bhalo achen? And that film is entitled as My Cinematic Language, the way I shoot my films. And again today, when I was getting ready to go out for my daily walk, I thought, oh, I shouldn't miss out the chance to film today again, because this is so rare. Look at that. Are they still today expecting customers? I can help myself but looking up frequently. The greenery that is protecting me, kind of like a roof over my head. So does it look like nobody loves this city? I mean, those bodies who have to live in this place all the year round for livelihood, and now all of a sudden at this time of the year on vacation they just flee. Do they love the city? Or is it kind of a forsaken? My very regular path of daily walk. I have no secrets in my life. You know my everything now. Which route I use, at what time, and how. And I'm not taking any variation. Maybe for the sake of filming, I should have made some variations, altered the paths, the routes. But my point is, see, everything has some points. My point is, even though I'm repeating the same route of every day, it is having not the same look. It is not. It's not. In a time like this afternoon, this foot over bridge is having more than 100 people at once. And surely not today. Let me pause here. Once again means, I mean, if you have no context, yesterday, almost at this time, I came here, took a view in 360 degree. Rabindra Sarovar, famously known, one of the hot spots for especially the youngsters. Usually the other days this place hosts hundreds or maybe thousands of people. I mean, just on a regular day at this time. No event, no festival, let alone any festival or event. Just on an ordinary day, this very place usually hosts more than 1,000 people at once. let me continue my journey. I'd like to meet, connect to some strange people if I have a chance. To make my film less boring. But it's difficult. First of all, to find someone interesting who would love to chat, keep talking in front of a camera that I did in the past. Few of them quite graciously agreed to talk to me while being filmed. Just random strangers. কেমন আছেন? এই তো ভাই। You must know now. Must know now. If you're not here for the first time, or even if you are here for the first time through this video, you just all of a sudden stumbled upon this video and still keep watching for whatever reason, I don't know, then you know that I'm doing this film absolutely uncut, just total non-stop video. And that's one of my cinematic language that I pointed out yesterday on the practical field, doing it in real time. So I don't cut my videos. Whatever happens, I just let all those happenings, I just let those happenings happen, and I embrace all those happenings. Maybe that's my philosophy of life as well. Can anyone expect this place be like this, empty at this time? Look at that. This square, not sure it's a square sized cemented area is always dominated by the couples, most of which are not married. All the lovebirds. Wow. So I'm under a jackfruit tree, and you can see the fruits. Let me just zoom in quietly. Should I zoom in even more? Okay. If you are jackfruit lover, then hope you're satisfied now. Few more. Look at that. I think that's enough. I'm already in close proximity to this tempting fruits. These are even smaller. Look at that. Wow, beautiful. And here I am, the man behind the camera, just now standing in front of those jackfruits. Can you believe it? Or maybe you can, but I can't. I can't believe it. How quiet, peaceful. Look at that. This center, this is another cemented area for people, but to be more specific, for the couples. And now it's just me by myself alone. Other times of the year you can expect to have some seat here to set. This slogan, it says trees are where the flowers are beautiful, the most beautiful. If I have to very literally translate it, it's okay for a girl to come.
যাই বলে আগের মতো এনার্জি আছে একদম Is it something? Maybe I was very
I don't want to look back. This beggar on the wheelchair was saying or screaming out something just super funny. I didn't feel any need to translate it. So going back to the translation of that very slogan in Bangla, which sounds like Phul Gache Sundar, trees are where the flowers are the most beautiful. That's how I would translate it. or maybe plants, trees or plants are where the flowers are most beautiful. In other words, flowers are not beautiful, more beautiful anywhere else but the very trees themselves when they're plucked out. Now, how do I feel doing this capturing whatever I'm capturing right now? I feel good. I can see some value of this work when I think about the future. A little distant or far distant from this time, then I can see the value of it, because these are not going to remain like this. Now I'm wondering which way I should go.